Hello, look at my lady. What she got today. She came here and she wants a perm. She wants a perm, but not just a perm. She can go anywhere to get a perm. So the coming to me, she knows that she will get something special. When I was doing the consultation with her, I asked her, well, you wanted a perm, but what is your main request? What do you want from your perm? She says that she has a very pretty face. She's young and pretty, so she wants all the hair to be away from her face. All the hair away from the face. Usually I rub going down. So I was just thinking, how do I rub her hair that it will help when she styles for all the hair to go back? So then I'm thinking, and how am I going to do this? So you can see that all the hair, it's been wrapped all going back. The name of this perm wrap, different names. This one of them is a candlestick. That is one name because the way you place the perm wraps in a candlestick shape. And the other one, it's a vertical wrap. The name doesn't matter. What matters is that you practice the right technique and she will be happy at the end. So that's what we are doing. I might remove some to show you the effect, but usually when it's dry, it just curls. I'd rather show you how the wrap will look at the end, and then at the end, we might take a few and brush them back. So that's the effect. All the hair back, candlestick, or vertical wrap. Get ready. This is another advantage for this perm wrap. I don't need to do all my 9 sections. Just having the first one. I'm looking at my mirror and I am happy with my section. Normal size of the rod. My comb loves me, so comb looking at me. Right here on the mohawk section, usually we place about 6 perm rods, and then we start with the vertical sectioning. Not sectioning because we don't need to section, but with the wrap. One step that might help you to wrap a little faster is the way we combed the strand ready to be wrapped. Or at least with me, it helps. So I measure how much hair I'm taking. And I just need to comb my strand once. I place my comb at the scalp, teeth at the scalp, then straight up, and that's it. Hair will not get any straighter than what I did right now. No matter how many times I comb and comb, it might be a time that 1 or 2 hairs are out of place, so you can't comb again. But I will say that in general, more than 3 times, there's no need for you to comb a strand more than 2 times. So today maybe your challenge will be try to have your strand ready with one. And if we do not accomplish this with one, then okay, let's do two. So we need to cut our time as much as possible. And that is one way. So right now we did not section into 9. That's one advantage. Then I am showing you that with one. Now we did that. Now let's come here. One from scalp all the way out. And you can see my hair is very straight. I don't need to keep combing and combing my subsection. This is my 6th perm rod. Last one here on my mohawk section, and then I'm going to start with the vertical wrap. I'm going to start on this side so we can see it better. Okay, if I measure my perm rod, look what I have. I may have this much left, and that's what I need to be aware. My section will be just a little bit narrow than what I will normally use on my horizontal section. So I measure. I'm going to put a clip, then comb my hair up a little bit so I won't grab hair from this area. Then measure, then look at the hairline is not vertically. I'm going to measure here on the widest part. I'm going to measure the diameter of my rod and take my section. So you can see how the bottom part it's a little bit thinner and the top part it's a little bit thicker because I wanted to start with the vertical wrap, then teeth all the way at the scalp. Okay, let's clean this. Okay, right here I did it twice. So no more than twice. Now your challenge on this wrap will be to be aware of your 90-degree elevation. We're working, especially this area is very rounded, and for me to put a straight perm rod, if I don't have the right elevation, then when this perm rod ends at the scalp, it's going to be very loose on some areas. My roller pick. I'm going to wrap from here down. So I want you to see how I have a little bit of extra rod on top and not right here on the bottom. Size of the perm rod. Comb. Okay, let me turn my lady a little bit. I want you to pay attention on your elevation. Let's see. Okay. When you pay attention, to the elevation, I recommend that you keep an eye on this center part right here. Oops, how are you going to see if I'm not, my hand, it's on the way. So keep an eye on this part to be straight. I want you to see the strand here. If my center is not straight up, place my comb, all the teeth flat. Look at the elevation. I might also drop it a little bit more. So if this step is not right, then your perm rods won't look as uniform, as pretty as they should. So I'm going to try to comb again. I'm looking at the center to see if I have my right elevation. Okay, so we were paying attention to the elevation. Now we need to pay attention on the perm rod. The hair is not exactly on the center. I need extra of the rod towards the top. So I don't want my perm rod be below this part because it'll be pushing my bottom rods down. I'm going around this area. Usually I will measure my rod, but this time I need to do a little bit of a pie shape section. So the bottom part, it's a little bit more than the rod. Another pie shape. So there are 3 perm rods here on the back that need to be in a pie shape. So the center ends almost vertically. So the center here ends almost vertically. I'm going to wrap the other side. Get all this hair ready. So I was showing you my comb, but you can also look your 90-degree elevation with the perm rod. So when I do the top part, I wrap the hair on this area. Now I want you to notice the second row what I need to wrap the hair. I need to wrap the hair on this part of my rod, not on the center, on this part of the rod. So first checking that I'm pulling this hair on the center of my section. Again, look at where I am wrapping this hair. Good thing that her ear is not very sensitive. So that's why we can place the rod over her ear and she won't complain. Are you counting how many times I comb each strand? This is the last one, and you can see where I'm at. This is the last one that will be on just the top of the rod. Next, I need to measure. And more or less the length of my rod that I'm using, it'll be down to here. Put a clip, so hopefully I don't grab this here. Then tilt her head to make it easy for me. the scalp and out. Oops. My comb wants to take a nap. Let me go wash my comb and I'll be back in a few. Okay, here we are, ready to go. And move a little faster so you have time to go wrap yours and finish on time. Wow, it ended nicely when with the one before. Okay, last section. My chair up a little bit. From what I see, this perm wrap will really teach you, help you to see 90-degree elevation. So that's another advantage. If it's not a 90-degree elevation, it may not look very neat. So that's another part that we are learning. To make your job easier, I suggest that you do half of the head, we finish, and then do the other half. Okay, so this is the half that I'm doing right now. Let me bring the other lady that is finished so your imagination noticed that I did the entire head. Here is my other model that does not want it to be backstage. So we have 2 of 1. So this is the final result. We start wrapping here and now we wrap on the other side. Let me just wrap one when we start on the other side. So you will need to move your lady or you to your stand to the other side. Okay. You can see it now. So the first one is the size of the rod going down. It makes the bottom part thinner than the top part. So if we started right, then we continue right because your section will be very parallel. No es cierto, very vertical. Then elevation. And back. Remember that we're not wrapping the hair on the very, very center of the rod. The top portion, it is longer, bigger than the bottom part. Longer as the part that shows. You can see right here how this one is covered all the way here, but this one shows more distance. Go ahead and do your lady. Take your time. If one of the rods is not looking nice, tight, even, take it down. So your next ones will continue as vertically as possible. Then try to have your lady as happy as mine. And if yours gets happier, then I'm okay with that. Go ahead and set up and see you in